Hello students. In the last video, we started exercise 1.2. From that exercise, we completed near about 5 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. These questions we completed. So in that I left 5th question and I told in the next video I will explain that 5th question. Okay, so and I gave some homework. So you did not solve and send to me. So if you want to see that you are going right way or not, so you have to solve and send to me for correction. Okay student, so now we are going to start 5th question. So what is given in the 5th question? Check whether 6 raised to the power n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. So it is the theoretical question. So which numbers is end with 0? The number whose prime factors contain 5. Any one factor should be 5, then the given number is divisible by 5. So that number end with 0. But here what is given? 6 raised to the power n. So if the number 6 raised to the power n for any natural number n ends with digit 0, then its number or that number is divisible by 5. That is, prime factorization of 6 raised to the power n would contain the prime factor 5. But this is not possible because 6 raised to the power n is equals to 2 into 3 raised to the power n. Means 2 raised to the power n into 3 raised to the power n. Means in the prime factorization of 6 raised to the power n, it is not contain the 5. So that's why, so only primes in the factorization of 6 raised to the power n are 2 and 3. 5 is not there. So 6 raised to the power n cannot end with digit 0. Any one factor should be 5, then it is ends with 0. So it is not ends with 5, it is not ends with 0 because the prime factor did not contain 5. Okay, means whenever we will multiply both the factor, so 0 it should come, means 2 into 5, 10. But 3 into 5, 5 is there. But another factor is 3. So that number is not ends with 0. So same way 20 into 5 means 100. 100 contains 0 means 5 is the factor of that number. So such numbers ends with 0. Understood this? So hope you understand this 5th question. Now 7th question. What is given in the 7th question? There is a circular path around a sport field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field. To complete one round, so that is we call track, athletic track. You are observing on the stadium. Middle, some grounds are there and outside ring is there. And in that ring, athletes are running. So in that, it will take how much? Sonia will take 18 minutes to complete one round. But Ravi takes 12 minutes to complete one round. Sonia takes 18 minutes and Ravi takes 12 minutes. Suppose they both starts at the same point at the same time. At the same time and at the same point, if both they start to run in the same direction. So after how many minutes both they will meet again at the starting point? After how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? So for that purpose we have to find the LCM of these two numbers. Whatever is the LCM, after that minute both they will meet at the same point. Okay, so what has to do? We have to find the LCM. To find the time to meet again at the starting point, find the LCM of 18 and 12. So how to find the LCM? In the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we studied how to find the LCM. So how to find? First has to find the prime factors. 2 into 9, 3 into 3. What are the 12's factor? 2 into 6, 2 into 3. So 18's factor is 2 raised to the power 1, 3 raised to the power 2. And what are the 12's factor? 2 raised to the power 2 and 3 raised to the power 1. So LCM of 18 and 12. How we are finding? What is the definition of LCM we studied? Highest power of prime factors. So which are the prime factor? 2 and 3. So highest power of 2. Here 1, here 2. So what is the highest power? 2. Here 3's power is 2, here 3's power is 1. So what is the highest power? 2. So what will get? 2 square means 4. 3 square means 9. 36. So what is the LCM? 36 minutes. So at last what has to write? After 36 minutes they meet again at starting point. So after how much time they will meet again? After 36 minutes. So understood how to solve the numericals? So hope you understand this, how to find. Here exercise 1.2 is completed. So now some extra questions which are important for the exam point of view, that we will take. So now we will go on extra questions. Now see the first extra question. Find the value of x, y and z in the following factor tree. Can the value of x be found without finding the value of y and z? If yes, explain. So factor tree is given. So it is x 2 into y, 2 into z, 2 into 17. So like this factor tree is given. So what they ask? Find the value of x, y and z. So how to find the value of x, y and z? So first value z. Z means what? The product of these two prime. So 2 into 17. So what is the value of z? 34. Now y. Y means product of these two. So y equals to 2 into z. What is the value of z? 34. 2 into 34. So what will get? 68. Now value of x. How to find? 2 into y. Product of this means this number. So what will get? What is the value of y? 68. 2 into 68. So 2 8s are 16. 2 6 are 12 plus 1 13. So these are the values of x, y and z. Second question is given. Can the value of x be found without finding the value of y and z? So what is the answer? S. We can find the value of x without finding the value of y and z. How? So x equals to, what has to do? These numbers are given. 2 into 2 into 2 into 17. The product of all these numbers is the x. So how it will get? 8. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8 into 17. So what will get? 8 7s are 56, 5. 8 1s are 8 plus 5, 13. Got the same? So we can find the value of x without finding y and z. Understood how to find the values of x and y? So hope you understand. Now second question is there. Complete the following factor tree and find composite number x. So what is here? X. 2 3 3 8 1. This is blank. Then 7 161 and 161 7 into block. So first complete the following tree, following factor tree. How to complete it? So suppose here we will write A, here we will write B. So how to find the value of B? So product of these two number is this number. Means if we divide 161 by 7, we will get B. So B equals to 161 by 7. So what will get? 7 2s are 14. 2 7 3s are. So what is the value of B? 23. Now A. A means what? Product of these two numbers. A equals to 7 into 161. 7 1s are 7. 7 6s are 42. 7 1s are 7 plus 4, 11. What is the value of A? 1127. Now we complete the tree. Now find composite number x. So how to find the composite number x? So x equals to 2 into 3381. Product of these two numbers is the value of x. So how 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16, 1 carry, 2 3s are 6 plus 1, 7, 2 3s are 6. Got the value of x. So in this way, we can complete the factor tree and we can find the composite number x also. Okay students, understood this? Hope you understand this. Now we will go on the next question. Now third extra question. So what is given? Find the missing numbers a, b, c and d in the given factor tree. So in the given factor tree, a, b, c and d is given. So how to find this? So first we will find the value of b. How to find the value of b? So this number is the product of these two numbers. So product of these two numbers means this. So if we divide this number by 143, so what we will get? Value of b. So first we will find b. So how? 1001 by 143. So what it will come? 1001 143. So which number it is? 7. 7 3s are 21. 7 4s are 28 plus 2 30. 3. 7 1s are 7 plus 3 10. So what will get? 7. So what is the value of b? 7. Then how to find the value of a? A is, what is? The product of these two numbers is 9009. So if we divide this number, so we will get a. So therefore a equals to 9009 divided by 3003. So what it will get? 3 we will get. So now this we got. Now how to find c and d? So 143 equals to c into d. So what will get? It is divisible by 11. So this number is divisible by 11. So what will get? 11 is the prime number. So 11 ones are 11, 3. 11 threes are 30. So what is the value of c? C equals to 11 and d equals to 30. So got the value of c and d also. A, b here and c and d here we got. Okay students, how to find the missing term in the factor tree? So hope you understand this. Now we will go on the next question. So what is the next question? Obtain HCF of 420 and 272 by using Euclid's division lemma. First, Euclid's division lemma. By using Euclid's division lemma, we have to find HCF. So which number is bigger? 420 equals to 272 into. So Euclid's division lemma, what will get? 420, 272. Ones are 8, 4, 1. So what will get here? 1 plus 148. Now whatever is the divisor, So here remainder not equals to 0. So by Euclid's division lemma, continue. So what we'll get? (272) equals to 148. Ones are 148, 4, 2, 1. So into 1 plus 124. Got the remainder 0? Remainder not equals to 0. So therefore by Euclid's division lemma, continue. So now what is 148 equals to 124 into 148. Ones are 4, 2 plus 24. Got remainder 0? No. R not equals to 0. So by Euclid's division lemma. So now what is 124 equals to 24 into. So what we'll get? 5. 5 4s are 20. 2. 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 12. So what is 4? Plus 4. Got remainder 0? No. Remainder not equals to 0. So by Euclid's division lemma. So now 24 equals to 4 into. Now has to divide 24 by 4. 4 6 are 24. So what is the remainder? 0. So R equals to 0. R got 0. So therefore HCF of 420 and 272 equals to 4. Whatever is the last divisor, that is the HCF. So first we found the HCF of these two numbers by Euclid's division lemma. Now what they said, and verify same by using fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So by fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we have to check HCF it is coming same or not. So now here fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Through this we will find the HCF. So 420. So what we are doing? Their factors. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 0. 2 2 1s are 2, 0, 2 5s are 10. Then 3 3s are 9, 1, 3 5s are 15, 5 7. Now second is there 272. So what are the factors? 2 1s are 2 3s are 6, 2 6s are 2, 6 are 12, 2 8s are 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 2 17. Got the prime factors? So 420. 2. How many times came? 2 times. Into 3, 1 time. 5, 1 time. 7, 1 time. Then 272. 2 how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 raised to the power 4 into 17 raised to the power 1. Now we found the factors. Now HCF has to find 420 to 72. So what is according to definition? Lowest power of common factor. Which is the common factor? 2. Lowest power. What is the lowest power? 2. So what is the HCF? 4. Got both HCF equal? Means by fundamental theorem of arithmetic and by Euclid's division lemma, the HCF of the same number is same. It is not the different. Okay students? So hope you understand this, how to solve. Now we will go on the next question. Now fifth question. What is given in the fifth question? The LCM of two numbers is 14 times their HCF. So according to the first condition, what is the first condition is given? LCM is equals to 14 times the HCF. Means LCM equals to 14 HCF. 1. Now second condition is what is given? The sum of LCM and HCF is 600. So LCM plus HCF equals to 600. Equation number 2. Now first we have to solve these two equations and find the value of LCM and HCF. One number is given and other number we have to find. So at that time we can find the formula. So LCM is what is? 14 HCF plus HCF equals to 600 from 1. You know this how to solve. X plus 2x. What it will come? 1x plus 2x. 3x we are writing. Okay. So here 14 HCF plus 1 HCF means what will get? 15 HCF. Got it? Equals to 600. Now this 15 transpose to another side. So HCF equals to 1600 by 15. So what will get? 40. What is the HCF? 40. Divide it. You will get 4. Got the HCF? HCF we got. Now LCM has to find. So therefore LCM equals to 14 HCF. So 14 into 40. So what will get? 560. Got LCM and one number is given. What is one number? 280. So find the other number. So other number equals to LCM into HCF by one number. So what is LCM? 560. What is HCF? 40. What is one number? 280. 0, 0 cancel. 28 ones are 28. 28 twos are 56. So 2 into 40. So what is the value of other number? 80. So got HCF also, LCM also and other number also. Understood student? Hope you understand this. So now we will go on the next question. So whatever examples today we discuss, hope you understand student that now here on this topic extra questions it is completed. Now I will give some extra questions for practice, solve that and show me. If you have any doubt, any query, you can call me and ask me. I will clear your doubt. Okay students, so in the next video we will start the new topic. Till up to, thank you and have a nice day.